Okay, so this video is probably gonna be pretty short because this is more of a rant than anything. With no new chapter of My Hero Academia coming out this week, I had some time to reread the manga and something occurred to me. Two of the main trios have mentors and characters they look up to, in a sense. For Deku, we have All Might, of course, the one who allowed his dream of becoming a hero to come true. For Shoto, we have Endeavor, a constant reminder of the past, but a reason to fully accept himself for him and his family. But for Bakugo, there's no one. Wait, wait, there is someone. Am I crazy? There's Best Jeanist, who. What did he do? Straighten Bakugo's hair? Yeah. Look, I love Best Jeanist, but why is he Bakugo's mentor figure instead of someone like Aizawa? You can definitely argue that Aizawa is Bakugo's mentor. However, there are moments that show it's really Best Jeanist, like how Bakugo wanted to say his hero name to Best Jeanist first before anyone else. And lately, the closeness between them in the final war arc show a teacher-student bond. And it's whack. Like, did I miss something? This is the worst mentor and student relationship in My Hero, in my opinion. Don't hate me too much. I like Bakugo. I like Jeanist. I do. I really do. I think having a mentor and a role model is a great and needed thing, especially in this manga where it relates to high school students. But these two barely interacted, and when they did, it wasn't like anything special or mentor-like. When Bakugo first interned at Jeanist agency, Jeanist admits that he didn't like Bakugo. Also, it's obvious that Bakugo was using Jeanist to get stronger because of his status. Well, duh, I hear you saying. The whole point of internships was to get stronger, and Shoto didn't like Endeavor when he first interned, so it's very normal. And to that I say, yeah, you're right. I just brought it up as an introduction to my point, and to prove that I really do read the manga and know some things. However, in this first meeting, Best Genius basically said, yeah, you're loud, you're rude, you're pretty close to being a villain, so I'm gonna fix you so you don't become that. But I mean, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice of him, but not really something you want to hear from your teacher. It's like, oh, I think you're going the wrong path. You should probably change that real quick. Yep. But we were new back then, so we didn't know how the relation was going to develop. This could have been the only time we seen them with Bakugo. So I was like, okay, didn't bother us too much. But when Bakugo was kidnapped by the League of Villains, we see Best Genius' reaction. And it wasn't one of, oh no, my pupil was taken, we gotta get him back. It was like, oh yeah, he's a problem child. What can you do, you know? More like a principal when they see the same student enter the office over and over and over again. But to be fair, everyone there except for like All Might were pretty nonchalant about the whole situation. When they eventually were in the same area, he didn't say anything to Bakugo. Actually, Edshot said something to him, which, interesting foreshadowing? Probably not. Or probably so, who knows. During the first war arc, though, when Bakugo finally did tell Jeanist his new hero name, his reaction was so just disappointing. Like, it was funny. Admittedly, it was funny. But it was just so disappointing because that's the person he waited to tell, and that's the reaction you got? I'm not saying Best Genius doesn't care for Bakugo, or vice versa. In fact, the principal analogy I made earlier fits perfectly. I think that they do care for each other, and there are a student and teacher relationship slightly, but it's not a true care for that one person. It's not an All Might to Deku or Endeavor to Shoto. It feels more of a forced connection than anything else. We do see how Jeanist was distraught after Bakugo was killed, but I mean, everyone was. And then even Edshot is the one who's actually sacrificing his life. And I admit I might be a hater, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, you're only upset that Bakugo's dead because he was the only one who did any real damage to Shigaraki, and you feel like you need him now. And I'm like, okay, fine, it's a war, you don't really have time for emotions and stuff, so I get you, Best Genius. But like, that's just, I just feel like in his limited time in the story with Bakugo, but Bakugo's character arc doesn't really coincide with Best Genius, like how Deku and All Might does in Shoto and Endeavors. Bakugo's character arc is more about him dealing with himself and his inferiority complex towards Deku, towards the people he bullied because he thought he was so strong. Wow, best Jeanist just wanted Bakugo to stay off the side of villainy. Aizawa was the one that saw Bakugo as who he truly was. He might be brash, he might be a little loud, but everything he does is to be a hero, not to tread on the side of villainy. But what do you think? Am I being too harsh on this student mentor, or do you think I'm right? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you have any other student mentor relationships you guys want to talk about. Which ones that suck, which ones that don't. I'm looking at Riley and Luffy. No, just kidding. I love them. Alright, peace.